Hey everybody, this is Phat Infantry here. Thought I'd go over AIRO, AIRO for you. For anybody, you get that case of FOMO. If you're a newer trader, this could be a good video for you to learn a few things. You see a stock moving and you get excited about it and you want to get entry into it, and you were thinking about it right down in here where it was wedging in this mini coil, and you didn't get entry for whatever, and now it's moved up. So what we have here is a series of spots where you can gain entry. So looking right here, this is IPO. We have this large, heaviest volume ever candle on the first day. It opened and went straight up, which is a great sign of strength. And then, of course, we have some accumulation signs down here, these green volume bars, which are showing accumulations by institutions. And then you have the relative rotation histogram right here. It's a personal indicator that I have, and it's showing the momentum improving. So we got a lot of good signs right there. And you saw it turning blue right here. You saw the accumulation volume with relative strength improving, with price holding up very well. It's basically all the same. You're seeing all those good positive things, but you just didn't buy it. And then now it busted out of this 24.90 level on this mini coil, 24.96. And at the same time, that was through a key level at 25. So what do? Well, you don't chase it and buy through the high of the day. That's not what we're after doing. What we do is we be patient. And we have this highest volume ever, or IPO VWAP. That is generally, oftentimes, a sign where you will see a wall build. And right here you can see an example of that. Right here you can see an example of that. We push through and fall back through, similar to moving averages where the first time through a stock will tend to fall back. And then now we have the decline on declining volume. Price ends up flattening out right here, and we have that basing area. And then now potentially we have the explosion move. But even on an explosion move, you're going to have little pullbacks on a smaller time frame. And that's what we want to look to enter on. So what is our key level? Well, this mini coil has created a small pivot right here at 24.96. It also happens to be at $25, which is a beautiful round number that is commonly used, especially in young stocks, once they push through and hold $25. And that's the first level we want to look for a pullback, is to $25, because again, commonly they bounce off of these IPO VWAPs, or highest volume ever VWAPs. Where is a good spot, a logical spot where the stock could hold? Right there at $25.96 or $25. Right in that area. We want to see volume dry up on an intraday level, and then price to come in as volume rises back up intraday. So $25 is our first level. If it were to fail at $25, volume dries up, price does not come in on increasing volume, price then falls back, where would we go? Well, here's our 50-day, this green line you see right there. It has just gotten past its 50 days, and that is a common spot for institutions, where that bright green line is, to try to get long a stock they really want. Do they want this stock? It appears so. So potentially right at that 50 EMA. Now we want that to be in confluence with something. Well, what is our confluence right now? We don't really have any. We do have this area right here where we can come down and say, okay, we have a prior key level that has formed. You see that, where price is bouncing off this level right here around $22.96, so $23. So I would not necessarily buy it off this 50 EMA, but what we do have is this higher low VWAP, and as you can see, price is responding pretty well to it post earnings. So it's not so much responding, it does start to respond a little bit here on the earnings VWAP, but somewhere in this area between that earnings VWAP and this higher low VWAP, you've got a potential entry, especially off this $22.96 level. So right at $23, we have an old key level right here in this area, and we have what we can consider support right here, potential support. And so this would be another area that we could try to buy in. The third area that I would look to buy in on, if we open up, whether we gap up or whether we drive through this IPO VWAP, look for this same pullback, but on low volume. And on here it was not. You can see it's some selling volume. See how volume is above average on the pullback? That generally means selling volume. So as we look through this time, we want to see volume to be much less than this. We want to see this type of volume on the dry up and come into that key level off either the IPO VWAP or that $25 level as it pulls back this time. When you see the volume dry up, that's another opportunity to get in as price increases and volume increases as well. Just wanted to point that out to you so you don't get a little FOMO on AIRO. Set your alerts all in those areas, and just track the stock and be patient. Stalk it a little bit, and good luck to you. Thank you.